Okay, so doing a shrimp and sausage jambalaya for dinner tonight. You're probably wondering, where's the shrimp? We have our kielbasa here, chicken stock, diced bell peppers, garlic. That's a mixture of a wild rice mixture of brown rice, quinoa, barley, and one other grain that I've forgotten. And it says celery and onions, some parsley, and some diced potatoes. Tomatoes, not potatoes. Ideally, I wanted the no salt added, just standard regular diced potatoes. But this is all I had in the pantry, so this is what I'm using. And like I said, it's supposed to be shrimp and kielbasa, but last minute, my friend said she was coming over for dinner, and she is allergic, so I just made shrimp separately and packed that away so I can eat that with leftovers for another time. But this is what we're going to use, so let's get started. So, got our pan here on a medium heat. I'm going to add in some olive oil. And let that heat up for a couple of moments. Okay, so going to be adding in our kielbasa. Get those a little brown. Let those brown up a little bit. I mean, this is like a kielbasa. Usually sausages like this are usually like pretty much already cooked and ready to go, so you really don't take that much time. So these will probably take maybe about 2 to 3 minutes, because I really just want to get them brown and add some more flavor to that to get that started. And then we're going to add our bell peppers and onions and celery and saute them right on up. Yep, so that's that brownish you kind of want to see on both ends. Obviously not all of it really got brown because it's probably a little bit overcrowded in the pan. But that's alright. It still is adding a bunch of flavor. You see all that brown goodness on the bottom of the pan. That's just going to add some flavor to our jambalaya as we continue to build up, add on most of the ingredients. So now I'm just going to add our bell peppers and onions. And we are going to mix that up. Get it down till the onions are a little bit translucent or soften up. And then I'm going to add our garlic for about another 10-15 seconds after that. And then we'll go ahead and start building up our jambalaya with our rice, tomatoes, chicken stock, and whatnot. The garlic in there going for about 10 seconds, till it gets a little fragrant. I would presume everyone knows what garlic smells like, but about 5 to 10 seconds, that's all you need. And at the last minute, I decided to add a little bit of tomato paste, about a tablespoon there. That's really going to help bring out that tomatoey flavor once we add in our canned tomatoes, since we're not using like fresh or anything like that. So we're going to add that in. But you want to put that in before you add like any broth or anything, because you really want to let it cook out a little bit, because it's been, in a tube for, however long it's been there. I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to add our rice. I like adding the rice now because while it's in the pan before you put all the liquids in there, it can toast up a little bit. Again, adding flavor, that's what we're all about here. Because food isn't great if it doesn't taste good. So you make that all flavorful. So we're going to let it toast up a little bit. Okay, now I'm adding in my tomatoes. And don't worry, the recipe will be in the description box, or if you want to check it out on the blog for like a more printer-friendly version, you can go ahead and check that out in the description box below. That way, because I know I probably didn't say like how much of whatever I was putting in here, so that will help you out in the description box. So now we got our tomatoes in. Last but not least, going to use our chicken stock. You can use whatever it is that you have on hand, veggie stock, chicken stock. Hell, beef stock might even work here if that's all you have on hand. Ideally, I like using chicken or veggies. Those are my two main staples. Just mix that all in there. I'm also like scraping up those little brown bits on the bottom as I go as well. Again, like I said, that is flavor. And as I'm stirring, I just realized, much like in my Instant Pot video, I forgot to add in the seasoning that I wanted to. It's actually just like a Cajun season blend, so it's nothing special here. So a little bit of Cajun seasoning going up in there, because you know it's jambalaya, so gotta have it. If you didn't have Cajun seasoning, maybe you can do a mixture of like cayenne pepper, paprika, salt, pepper. See what's actually in here. So salt, paprika, red pepper, thyme, black pepper, and celery seeds, garlic, and onion. So if you don't have an actual Cajun seasoning blend, you can just pull out whatever you have in your pantry. And I could have done that as well, but that was on sale for like $1, so I just picked it up. You know, you guys know those supermarket finds when you didn't intend on buying stuff and you're like, oh, that would be great, and then you just pick it up. But stirring that up, gonna let that go for about 20-25 minutes, maybe even 30, because that is brown rice, which cooks a lot longer than your standard white rice. So I'm gonna bring this up to a boil, down to a simmer, and then let it go for about 20-25 minutes. So you see that the it's coming up to a boil now, so I'm gonna reduce that down to a simmer here. Okay, that can't be seen because of the light, but reduce that down to a simmer. And then I'm going to cover and let it cook for about 20-25 minutes until a lot of liquid is reduced and absorbed from the rice. And if you hear that sizzling over to the side, I am making some a little bit of flounder fillets for my friend as well. Since she can't have the shrimp, she can have some shrimp. Also with that since she can't have shrimp, I'm going to give her some flounders. Again with that Cajun seasoning, she still gets all that flavoring from here as well. Because you know, we got to be great to our friends. So, I will check back in with you guys in about 20-25 minutes. Well, this is going to be in like another 30 seconds, but this, another 20-25 minutes. So, this is actually after about 32 minutes. I put a little bit more liquid than I had intended to, but the correct measurements will be in the description down below, like I said earlier. But this looks really good. I did do a taste test, and it's tasting fabulous, so no additional seasonings will be needed. And lastly, but not least, going to add some fresh parsley here. Some nice greenery to go on top. And that's about it. It's a kind of a quick meal. It took maybe about 10 minutes prep time, if even that, depending on how fast you are with a knife. And after getting everything together, it probably takes about 30 minutes to get together, and you get this nice meal on the table in a quickness, less than an hour. We'll go with that. Not quite a 30-minute meal, but it doesn't take any extensive time because most of it's on the stove. It's waiting for the water liquid to cook out. But here you go. Some jambalaya for you. With kielbasa that I'm going to add shrimp to later once my friend has left, because she cannot have shrimp because she is allergic. Let me know down in the comments if this dish worked out for you, or if you like jambalaya, or if you've never had it before and maybe this is a meal that you want to try out. It's very quick to do with stuff that you probably have on hand. So let me know down in the comments what you think.